In the name of Allah, most beneficent, most merciful. All praise is due to Allah. We praise Him, we seek His aid, and we ask for His forgiveness. I testify that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, and having no partner. And I testify that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is His slave and last messenger. May Allah extol and send blessings of peace upon him, upon his companions, and all his true followers. To proceed. Dear students, today we will talk about word formation. We have subtopics here about etymology, coinage, borrowing, compounding, blending, clipping, till, prefixes and suffixes. We will study the origin of the words in general. We will start with etymology. The term etymology means to study the history of words or the origins of the words and how their form and meanings have changed over time. By an extension, the term etymology of a word means the origin of a particular word. For example, if we discuss or if we talk about English, we will come to know that there are different words, or there are some different words used in English, but originally they are not from English. They are from different languages. For example, Spanish has contributed many words, many different words, and these words are used in English. Especially, for example, some words like alligator. Alligator is not an English word. It is a Spanish word. Baccara also, radio, and also you'll be surprised to know that some states in the United States, Colorado and Florida, these two states are originally taken from the Spanish. Portuguese also has also contributed with some words, and these words also are used in English. For example, alpino, lingo, veranda, coconut. These are some words, Portuguese words, and they are used also in English. So if we study the history of the following words, the origin of the following words, we'll find them that they are not from English. They are not English words. They are taken from Portuguese. Italiano, we have some diva, prima donna, pasta, pizza, paparazzi, and umbrella. Again, there are some examples of the English words, but originally they are from Italian. Finnish has also contributed sauna. Arabic language also has its own contribution. We all know that algebra is an Arabic word, but at the same time alcohol also is an Arabic word, and it is used in English as an English word, but originally it is from Arabic. Assassin, cotton, hazard, jacket, Muslim, orange, safari, sofa, zero. So these are some Arabic words, and they are used in English now, originally taken from Arabic language. Japanese also has also contributed with some different words. Here we have these two. Sushi, it is a name of food. It is used in English. Tsunami, again, it is a Japanese word, and it is used in English. So etymology is the study of the history of words And while studying the words, it means that we should know, or we have to know, the origin of these words. They are taken from different languages, as I have mentioned. Originally, they are not from English, but they are used in English. The second point here is coinage. Coinage is the word formation process in which a new word is created. In fact, the coinage is not, there is no origin for the coinage. It is a new creation of a new word, deliberately and accidentally, without using the other word formation process, and often from seemingly nothing. So, it is a new creation, new word. The following list of words provides some common coinages found in everyday English. For example, aspirin. This is a new word. It has no history. If we study aspirin as a word, we will not find it in any different languages. So it's only in English, but it is a coinage, a new creation. Escalator, banded, frisbee, Google, kerosene, clinics, Xerox, and zipper. So they are new creation of the new words. Borrowing is a word formation process in which a word from one language is borrowed directly to another language. So English, for example, or in English, there are some words, and these words are taken or borrowed from different languages. Like, for example, as I had mentioned, algebra is an Arabic word. So, it is used in English. So, English has borrowed the word algebra. From Chinese, we have a word like chow mein. It is a Chinese word, borrowed in English. It is used an English word. Paprika, for example, Hungarian, murder, French, pizza, Italian, and yo-yo from Tagalog. So the following words are borrowed from different languages and they are used in English. Compounding. Compounding is the word formation process in which two or more lexemes combine into a single new word. Compound words may be written as one word or as two joined together with a hyphen. For example, we have a compounding word like notebook. Notebook is compound or is a compound of two nouns, note and book. So this word is called as a compounding word. Another example is by using an adjective and a noun. Again, a compounding word, but the difference here is that we use here bay as a noun connected with blue as an adjective. So it's adjective noun compound. One more example, verb with noun, like work is a verb and room is a noun. If we just put these two words together, we will have workroom. This is a compounding word. Verb with preposition compound, that is break as a verb and up is the preposition. Again, this is a compounding word. Compounds also may be compositional, meaning that the meaning of a new word is determined by combining the meanings of the parts, or non-compositional, meaning that the meaning of a new word cannot be determined by combining the meanings of the parts. For example, blueberry is a compound. Now, the berry is blue. So we can say that blueberry is a compositional word, compositional noun. Why? Because berry is determined by blue, so we can say it is a blueberry. That's why if the meaning is determined by the other part or parts, we can say that this is a compositional compound. And if it is not, of course it is non-compositional noun. Blending is the word formation process in which parts of two or more words combine to create a new word. Those meanings is often a combination of the original words. For example, we have two different words like advertisement and entertainment. If we combine them together, we'll be having something called as blending. Advertisement, biographical and picture. If we combine these two together, we'll be having a blending word, that is biopic. The third example is breakfast and lunch. Let us just combine them together, they will become as brunch. Motor and hotel. Again, if we combine these two together, we'll be having blending, that is motel. Motel is a blending, is a combination of two different words. Smoke and fog, smog. If we combine Spanish and English together, we'll be having Span-English. It is again a combination of Span-English, is a blending, which is also a combination between two different words, Spanish and English. Spoon and fork. If we combine these two together, we'll be having a new word, spork. Spork is a blending. It's a combination of spoon and fork. The next word formation is clipping. And clipping is the word formation process in which a word is reduced or shortened without changing the meaning of the word. Clipping differs from back formation in that the new word retains the meaning of the original word. Here we have some examples of clipping. Now, examination can be shortened, can be reduced into exam. Influenza also can be shortened in flu. And by the way, we use the following words: slap, flu, math, photo. We use these in English, so they are called as clipping. Laboratory is also shortened into lab, Mathematics also is shortened into math. Photography or photograph also into photo. Telephone into phone, and so on. So they are clipping words. Here we have 4 types of clipping. We have 4 types of clipping. The first one is called as, or let me just tell you about the 4 types. We have back clipping, fore clipping, middle clipping, and complex clipping. Now, what is back clipping? Back clipping is removing the end of a word, as in, for example, gas for gasoline. So the word gas is taken from gasoline. This word gasoline is reduced into gas, and this type of clipping is called as back clipping, by removing the end of the word gasoline. We reduce gasoline into gas. So the last 5 letters O-L-I-N-E are deleted. So we use gas. This is the first type of clipping, back clipping. Fore clipping is removing the beginning of the word, as in, for example, alligator. We use gator, G-A-T-O-R. So we deleted here, we reduced alligator into gator by removing the first part of alligator, A-double-L-I. The middle clipping is retaining only the middle part of the word, as for example in fluenza. We keep flu, and of course the first and the last, these two parts are taken away, are deleted. The complex clipping is removing multiple parts, different parts of the word. For example, we have situation comedy. If we just clip these two, shorten, reduce these two together, it will become as sitcom, which means situation comedy. The next word formation is back formation. Back formation is the word formation process in which an actual or supposed derivational affix detaches from the base form of a word to create a new word. For example, the following list provides examples of some common back formations in English. Now, babysitter is an original word. If we just put or use it as back formation, it will become as babysit, originally taken from babysitter. Donation. Donation is another example of back formation, and the back formation of donation is donate. Gambler, we have glamber, and moonlighter, to moonlight, and finally we have television, and the back formation of television is televise. Next is conversion. Conversion is the word formation process in which a word of one grammatical form becomes a word of another grammatical form without changing or without any changes in spelling and pronunciation. For example, some nouns like bottle, butter, chair, these are nouns. Now we can use the following nouns as verbs. We change the grammatical form as a noun into another grammatical form as verbs, from nouns to verbs. For example, we can say we bottled the home juice last night. Now here bottled is what? Is a verb. But actually the word bottle is a noun. So we have changed the grammatical form from noun into verb. One more example, buttered. Have you buttered the toast? Again, buttered is a verb. Actually it is a noun. So we have changed also the grammatical form of butter from noun into another grammatical form as a verb. Someone, let me just delete this. One more example of changing the grammatical form from a noun to a verb. Someone has to chair the meeting. Now to chair is a verb. Actually, word chair is a noun. So conversion is changing one grammatical form to another grammatical form, from noun into verb. And also we can also change it from adjectives into verbs. Here, for example, dirty or empty, an empty bottle as an adjective. A dirty shirt, again, dirty here is an adjective. We can change the grammatical form from using dirty and empty from adjectives into verbs by saying to dirty or to empty. Here I have listed some more noun to verb conversion, and they are mostly used in English. Now a noun as in access can also be used as a verb. to access. Bottle, a noun, to a verb, to bottle or bottled in the past. Can as a verb into to can. Closet into to closet, and so on. As you see here, we have Google to Google, email to email, polish to polish, name as a noun into to name as a verb. Salt also, a noun word, can be used as a verb into to salt. Ship into also to ship. So this is a list of noun to verb conversion. Acronyms. Acronyms are words formed by the word formation process in which an initialism is pronounced as a word. For example, HIV is an initialism for human immunodeficiency virus that is spoken as the three letters HIV. However, AIDS also is an acronym for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome that is also spoken as the word AIDS. I have listed some more examples of acronyms in English. For example, ASAP, which means as soon as possible. So we just use the initial part, the initial letter of the words. PIN, PIN, that is personal identification number. Radar, radio detection and ranging. And finally, TESOL is an acronym which means Teachers of English to Speakers of Other Languages. Of course, acronyms are also related to the word formation process of abbreviation. And the last word formation type is derivation. And derivation is the word formation process in which a derivational suffix attaches to the base form of a word to create a new word. And here we use affixation. And this affixations includes prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes is a part which is added to the beginning of a word, and suffixes again parts added to the end of a word. Now, affixes, which include prefixes and suffixes, are bound morphemes. Here, morphemes are the smallest linguistic unit of a language with semantic meaning. Bound morphemes, unlikely free morphemes, now cannot stand alone, but must attach to another morpheme such as a word. For example, the following two lists provide examples of some common prefixes and suffixes with definitions in English. Now, free morpheme can stand alone and it has a meaning, but bound morphemes cannot stand alone. They have to be attached with different parts. Here we have, of course, there are thousands, millions of prefixes, and most prefixes and suffixes are taken from Greek and Latin language. Anyhow, I have some of these two lists here. For example, a can be a prefix, co, d, dis, in, x, n, non, re, and un. You don't have to know the meaning here, but at least to know these are some examples of prefixes, a part which is added to a beginning of a word. Suffixes also, again, a part which is added, or a suffix is a part which is added to the end of a word. For example, able, full, fee, ism, less, li, ology, ship, and e. I would like you to please do the study questions for more practice. Do exercises 2, 3, and 6 in page 49. This is this is only for today. I hope to meet you again in next lecture. Thank you so much. Hope to see you again. Bye bye. طيب شوف لو نوقفها.